So the thing about allocating put-away locations in a warehouse is that the WMS vendors really have historically not really been very creative about the way they do things. Typically what they'll do is they'll say, okay, well, hey, let's try for some locations here in this West Pick area, and then maybe we'll try over here next and make that our second choice. And then, finally we'll go over here, over the bulk area maybe, and we'll look for locations over here. And they typically might be able to give you a set of logic that says, hey, sort of set up the min or max number of locations in each one of these different areas of the facility and then move on so you don't flood certain areas with product. But typically, they really don't do that very well. And in the case of once they're in an area and saying, okay, let's allocate a location, then you have some rudimentary ability to say, hey, first try empties or first try partials, then try empties depending on FIFO dates and things like that. But there's not a lot of beyond velocity zone checking and things like that. There's not a lot of logic around that. And what really makes this pop out as a problem is sort of two scenarios. First of all, if you look here at the e-com area, let's just say this is an e-com area, this shelf area where you have sort of these small narrow lanes where people might be moving around with carts, or you might have autonomous robot helpers in here working. And what the problem then becomes is if you take that sort of nominal approach to allocating locations that's out there, you don't get the advantage of having a more sparse put away technique to say, hey, let's put part of that product here, part here, part here, part here, so we don't have people running into each other with carts. We got the products pretty spread out. And when you're talking about robotics, they like the products in a more sparse put away technique. Here in the bulk areas, if you have autonomous vehicles, for instance, you want that same item to be sort of all over the place because the vehicles really want to be operating away from each other. They are more effective in larger areas or areas where they have sparse population of the same product so that they can not have to worry about maneuvering around each other. So this is really a lot of the work that we're doing, even in the put away side, to improve put away for the future goods to person systems and robotics, and even the e-com side of the business, where I think we can really enhance the put away so that the picking works better on the flip side of this.